And one other reason I'm very stress blocked and all of that, because unofficially I want to finish my comic book after 15 years this year. And I said, okay, I'm not gonna finish. That's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna be bothered by it. I'm not gonna be stressed about it. I'm not gonna be acting like a crazy person around loved ones or crying for no apparent reason. And hey, I think it's actually getting into my head. I think it's because we are bothered by too many things. The more things you have on your mind, the more stressed you become, and thus the more blocked you become. I'm warning you, there's gonna be a lot of hair that it's kind of a still there angle, and I apologize for that. I truly apologize for that. So buckle up your seatbelts and I see you in a moment. I have trouble finishing this page. I have trouble finishing all the pages. So as always, I decided to focus on one aspect, not to worry that I can't complete all the other stuff. So I managed to draw this and maybe zoom in. So I decided to focus on this little drawing that I've been having troubles with. But I guess I figured out now, but it's gonna be freaking shaking because my desk and my setup. There we go. It's a brilliant idea to have a video. I sketched it multiple times. This is like the 1040, about 10 times. Really. You're gonna get the shape that you like. It doesn't have to be that realistic in comic books, but it needs to be quite dynamic and it needs to just look cool, which is much more important than being kinda realistic, really. So little by little, like I almost started to work on another page altogether and a fresh one, but then this is gonna be another one not completed, and I need to be more rigorous, more strict with my drawing habits. And really the most important part is just to start and finish a page, not jump into another one. But even before that, what's even more important is to have it as much figured out before I actually start drawing. And I think it's gonna be helpful when I move with my other comic book to a digital drawing, which I don't really enjoy because I have more control on the paper, but maybe I'll figure it out with the digital one as well. And this is really, I had problem with this whole illustration here. Initially I wanted to have them just write very fast on a snow surface, and dinner wasn't even in the scene, in the sketch, but I put dinner here and I really like how it looks and works in the scene. And then I had trouble having that silhouette in it, and just yesterday I think I figured out that I don't need a surface because the words are the surface. So it's even more cool because they will be jumping on the letters themselves, and I found that super exciting and it got me going. So it's always cool to find some solutions. I think it's the most beautiful part of the process. You see, I don't even follow the pencil one-on-one. You know, I made a little mistake, and it's okay. It doesn't really matter. It's all good. Don't sweat it. Nobody cares except you. There we go. Not perfect, because I could really go even a higher jump like this one and this one here. Would that be more would that look better? Because then it would kind of align with where the frame normally would be. But maybe we just can leave it like this. Let me look. Always look at your illustrations from a distance. Look at it from a distance to get some perspective. And those choices extend the production of a comic book, because there's so many choices in every single panel that you have to make. It's crazy. So I like that before I drew it, and now that I see it, maybe really the shapes, the action shapes, the skipping shapes should be higher. How does it look if we completely erase the... It doesn't look that bad, and it would be really weird if it was like this, right? Wouldn't it be weird? But I'm gonna see in the computer, gonna make those wider shapes and see if I like them better. Probably won't, but maybe I will. Time will tell. Alright, we are back. Hi, hello. Now, if I was to draw right now, the same illustration that I have over here, it would look like this. So hopefully I look less like an idiot. It's hard to unblock yourself, it's hard to find motivation. So whenever this happens to you, forget about all the things you need to do or all the plans or everything. Basically, it's just we need to narrow focus on one little thing. The smaller, the better. So not to think about the whole page, think about the panel. Not to think about the panel, think about one part of that panel. Not to think about what part of the panel, think about part of that panel illustration part. If that makes any sense. Put the least effort you can, and that's gonna be unblocking. So you're gonna do this one thing and hey, you accomplished something, even if it's just drawing a one freaking line. It's better than no line, right? The next day maybe another line and another one, and you know, you can play tic-tac-toe or whatever. Or maybe you're gonna draw this and you actually gonna get in a mood, you're gonna draw a little bit more, like with me. I only wanted to draw this one panel, this one small illustration here. I only wanted to draw this, right? But then I kind of said, okay, I'm gonna finish this page and I'm gonna scan it and I'm gonna keep things moving. If you would like to see more, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. By the way, do you ever suffer from a hurt block?